Welcome, butterflies. We have entered the new earth, and in this paradigm, you're remembering how to magnetize your good to you. So on this channel, I provide you with videos that keep your vibration high and your frequency tuned. I'm your host, El Benet. Welcome to Inner Cosmetics. It's a little windy out here. Welcome. If it's your first time on Inner Cosmetics, thank you so much for joining and tuning in. I'm El Benet, and today's conversation is around keeping it fun, guys. Keeping it fun. Sometimes this creation can get so heavy and we feel a little weighted down. But we recognize and remember that we're to be like a child, and a child is curious. A child is always discovering something and having fun. And so don't forget that element of having fun in this journey of rediscovering ourselves and rediscovering our power, because it is fun and it's even more enjoyable when we allow it to be just that. So I'm really excited about today's conversation, totally unplanned but inspired, because I was having a moment yesterday, and I love that when we reach this place where we are, which seems so instant in what we create, it's because we had this habit of practicing, and it is a habit of practicing being positive, of being in charge of our mind and our emotion. And after a while, you're going to notice that you don't stay in those places of feeling, let's say, sorry for yourself. It's a bloop, and then you're right back to holding that high vibration and frequency. Why? Because you practice being positive for so long that it's now your default mode. So yesterday I had a little blip of a moment of feeling sorry for myself. That's the term that feels comfortable for me to say. And I said, I shared it on my Instagram account. So follow me there, because I do really short clips there, and just say good morning to you guys. And I said, I'm just trying to be a good mom. I'm really trying. And it was a vulnerable place that I was in, but I was sharing. And the universe didn't allow me for a moment to wallow in that state. It didn't try to pacify me. Spirit said, there is no trying. There is no in-between space of trying. That doesn't exist. You're either doing it or you're not. And I needed that slap, and it just ignited this spark for me to straighten up and realize that there is no in-between space, that I'm either being a good mother or I'm not. But there is a verse in the Bible that talks about not being lukewarm. There is no space for that. You're spit out for trying to waddle in the space of being lukewarm. So that helps you be decisive about what it is that you want. We are not dipping our feet in and being indecisive. And so I straightened up and I said, you know what? I am a good mom. And once I stepped into that space of clarity, boy, I'm back. And you're never back at the same place. You're always further. You're always elevated. So beautiful how this works. And it just becomes fun. So once I got back yesterday and I shared that clip, things just kept rolling in as far as beautiful experiences. And the one beautiful thing that really set me on fire was Delusion. My brother Michael sent me this video about being delusional. And I said, it really resonated, being delusional. And this is why I'm here actually sharing this video, because first it takes you being present, after being habitual about staying positive. Being present and loving truly loving where you are. Because once you love where you are, you're emitting a frequency of trust that you know it's all done. You're radiating a certain energy when you can truly be happy with where you presently are in this moment in life. And as you are present and radiating a certain frequency, what's next for you can easily find you. It can easily find you now. And that's what it did for me. That's why my brother felt so inclined to send me a video about being delusional. And you know what to do with the next thing that's offered you. You're not like, what's this for? Or pondering. You know this is for you. Well, what's this whole delusional thing? For one, I'm going to place the actual video below. I love tuning in to this other creator. She's absolutely beautiful, her light. And when she shared this clip, I remembered that being delusional is a state that I would often go to, but I often did it from stress. I was so stressed years ago with, getting through a divorce and maintaining a corporate position at the CIA and raising 2 children on my own as a single parent. And so I will often fall into these states of, you can call it delusion. But from that place, I would always be able to create something so magnificent that I remember my girlfriend calling, out from California and asking me, how are you doing this? And I would tell her I would just leave reality and just be in this space of what I wanted life to be. And what she has said to me, which is so funny to this day, she said, well, that's not reality. You got to be in reality. And I chuckled because, you had someone asking you, how are you doing all this? But saying, that's not realistic. You're not dealing with reality. And that's what a delusion is. Now, fast forward to today. You don't have to be stressed out to embrace being delusional. Remember, children are in that state of delusion. You might not use that term delusion. You might say playtime in a childlike state. But aren't they playing with imaginary things? So that is still a delusional state. And it's a fun state. Children are not being stressed when they're in these states. And it just really dawned on me. You don't have to be stressed to be in a delusional state. Delusion carries another essence, another frequency, another energy. It's a level of trust. And so play in this state. Be in this state. Hold this state. Be delusional. So I invite you to be delusional. And I'm actually excited because as a life coach, it's another tool, another practice to offer to clients. And it's also another thing to empower them as well, because I feel it's all about being comfortable playing different tools until you feel what's best for you. That's what it's all about. Being willing to explore, to be curious. And I'm excited to be here and invite you again for you to step into that delusional state. So click on the link below. I want you to check out her video. I love her vibe. There's nothing for me to add to the delusional thing except just presenting it to you, and she's going to take it from here. So thanks guys for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.